Hey everyone! In this video today, I want to show you guys how to make this very awesome, simple pattern that celebrates polyamory. You can also work with a lot of pride flags with this bracelet here. You could have your three main colors, whether that be like pan or bi, and have like a white or a black background instead of the yellow. Or if you just like the pattern for what it is, then feel free to use any colors that you want to. And if you think this bracelet looks intimidating, I'm here to tell you that you can work this up in only 2 steps. So if you want to learn how to make this bracelet, now more than ever, then definitely keep on watching. So for this bracelet, you are going to need 5 strings to make up your background strings, which in my case is yellow. And then for your other 3 colors, or your black, red, and blue here, you only need 1 string of each. Now be aware, this pattern will take up a lot of your colors and not as much of your background. Like if you can see here, by the end of my bracelet, I had to start adding string in one by one, which is so frustrating because I was seriously so close to the end. But had to add that string in or else I couldn't even make this short amount of tie on the end. So just for your peace of mind, I would say measure like 40 inches, at least for your colors. Your background strands are a little bit more forgiving since you'll use like half as much yellow as you will the rest of the colors. But if you do want to measure them all together, then that's totally fine too. And like I have on this bracelet here, I am going to be doing a diagonal shaped start. I'll have a sped up clip right now of me working on the diagonal shaped start, but if you do need a more in-depth tutorial on how to make this, I will put a video in the top right corner just for you. And that might provide a bit more help if you can't watch like a sort of time lapse. Now, a shape start is completely optional. It's really there for aesthetic reasons, but it can help you make up these sort of candy stripey patterns way easier. So if you don't have the shape start, I would advise you to make your knots in a sort of downward angle instead of trying to knot it straight across. Your pattern will start shaping itself up eventually, but taking that extra care at the beginning of the pattern is just going to make it look more clean the whole way down instead of waiting for it to look better. But regardless of whether or not you want to have a shape start, you want to order your strings from right to left: yellow, black, yellow, red, yellow, blue, yellow, yellow. So obviously you can see that this color order is going to determine the order of our sort of stripey bits here. So you can see the black, the red, and the blue are going in that order. So plan accordingly for your strings if you are not using the same color palette. But now that we have all that out of the way, let's get to the easy stuff. So we're gonna pick up our black strand here, which will be our second strand from the right. And we are first going to do a forward-backward knot onto the string to the right of it. And then we are going to do backward knots with this same strand across the next 5 strings to the left of it. And then on our final 6th strand here, we are going to do a backward forward knot. Adjust my bracelet here really quick so that it's kind of easier to work with instead of it being like almost straight across. And now for step 2, we're gonna come to our pair of yellow strands on the right here. We're gonna take the second strand from the right and we're gonna do a forward knot onto the other yellow strand to the right of it. And then we're gonna pick up our first color in line, which will be our third strand from the right. And again, we're just going to do a forward knot onto the yellow strand to the right of it. And then we're going to take this same yellow strand that we just knotted onto, and we're going to do backward knots across the next 3 strings to the left of it. And now we've come up to our third color here, which is what we were working with previously in the last row. And we're going to do a forward knot onto the yellow strand to the right of it. And then to finish off, we have our pair of yellow strands on the left now. So we're going to take the left yellow strand of our 2 here, and we're just going to do a forward knot onto the yellow strand to the right of it. And that's literally all you do for this pattern. That is seriously all you need to do to make this really awesome looking pattern here. Just 2 simple steps is all you need. So if you need to follow the video from the beginning again to just follow the steps and make sure you have it down, your color order will obviously keep changing and repeating as you work up this bracelet. Like you can see now we have red, blue, then black, but the steps are still the exact same, and I tried to word my full tutorial in a way that allowed for more rewatchability, if that makes sense. So instead of saying like my black strand, it's the second strand from the right and all that, and hopefully that kind of makes it easy to follow along too. You'll have to let me know down below if that helps at all. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video today. Be sure to check out all of my other Pride bracelets this month, and I will see you in the next one.